Ever wondered how your favorite dried fruit, the humble raisin, is made from grapes? Today we're about to embark on a fascinating journey, tracing the path of a grape as it transforms into the sweet little nugget that we all know and love as a raisin. Raisin production, believe it or not, has a history that dates back thousands of years. Ancient civilizations, like the Egyptians and the Greeks, were known to have enjoyed these sun-dried delights. They valued raisins not just for their sweet flavor, but also for their long shelf life, making them a staple for travelers and soldiers alike. But let's not get too caught up in the past. The main event here is the magical process that turns plump, juicy grapes into sweet and chewy raisins. It's not as simple as leaving a bunch of grapes out in the sun and hoping for the best. No, the process is much more nuanced and interesting than that. It all begins with selecting the perfect grapes. They need to be ripe, but not overripe, and free from any blemishes or signs of disease. The type of grape matters too. Different varieties yield different flavors and textures, adding to the diversity of raisins we find in our supermarkets today. Once the grapes are picked at their prime, they're laid out under the sun. But it's not as straightforward as it sounds. Factors like temperature, humidity, and even the direction of the wind play a crucial role in the drying process. It's a delicate balance that requires careful monitoring and sometimes a bit of luck. And while the sun-drying method is the traditional way of making raisins, modern techniques have also emerged. These include using dehydrators or ovens, which offer more control over the drying conditions, ensuring consistency in the final product. So, are you ready to unravel the magic that turns juicy grapes into sweet and chewy raisins? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating process in the next few scenes. You'll never look at a raisin the same way again. The first step in making raisins is choosing the right grapes. When it comes to grapes, not all are created equal, especially in the raisin-making business. Two types stand out: Thompson Seedless and Black Corinth. Thompson Seedless, known for their sweet flavor, are the most common choice for raisins. On the other hand, Black Corinth, also known as Zante Currants, are smaller and pack a tangy punch, making them a unique option for those seeking a bit of zest. But having the right type of grape is just half the battle. The key to the best raisins lies in the ripeness and health of the grapes. Fully ripe grapes have achieved peak sweetness, making them ideal for drying into deliciously sugary raisins. Healthy grapes, free from blemishes or signs of disease, ensure the quality of the end product. Once the perfect grapes have been selected, it's time for the real transformation to begin. The magic of turning grapes into raisins lies in a process as old as time itself: sun-drying. This age-old method of preservation has been passed down through generations, and it's surprisingly simple, relying solely on the power of the sun and the dry air. Sun-drying is a process that begins by spreading out the grapes in a single layer on a clean, dry surface, allowing each individual grape to fully absorb the sun's rays. The surface could be anything from a simple wooden tray to a concrete patio, as long as it's clean and can absorb heat. This isn't an overnight transformation. Oh no, it's a slow dance with the sun that can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the intensity of the sun and the size of the grapes. The sun-drying process requires an environment with intense heat and dry air, which are conditions often found in sunny regions like California or the Mediterranean. These regions are ideal because the combination of heat and dry air helps to naturally dehydrate the grapes. Dehydration is an essential part of this process. As the sun's heat warms the grapes, it begins to evaporate the water content within them. This evaporation process is what causes the grapes to gradually shrink and wrinkle. But as the water evaporates, something magical happens. The sugars and flavors within the grapes become more concentrated, giving the fruit a sweeter, richer taste. It's a delicate balance, though. The grapes need to be turned occasionally to ensure even drying and to prevent molding. It's a labor of love, a dance with the sun that requires patience and care. But oh, the rewards are sweet. After days under the sun, the once plump grapes have now shriveled into what we recognize as raisins. These sun-kissed delights are not just sweet treats, but they also pack a nutritious punch filled with fiber, iron, and antioxidants. And there you have it, the magic of sun-drying, a process as old as time that transforms simple grapes into delightful, nutritious raisins. After days under the sun, the once plump grapes have now shriveled into what we recognize as raisins. While sun-drying is a traditional method, modern technology has offered new ways to produce raisins. In our quest for convenience and efficiency, we've discovered alternative drying methods that offer faster results and more control over the process. Oven drying and dehydrator drying are two such techniques that have emerged as popular choices for grape drying enthusiasts. Oven drying, as the name suggests, involves using your regular kitchen oven. This method is convenient because it doesn't require any special equipment. The grapes are spread out on a baking sheet and placed in an oven set to a low temperature. The key here is to maintain a balance. Too high a temperature will cook the grapes too low, and they won't dry properly. The process takes about 18 to 24 hours, considerably shorter than sun drying, but requires monitoring to prevent overheating. Then we have dehydrator drying, a method that employs a machine specifically designed for drying foods. Dehydrators work by circulating warm air around the food, speeding up the evaporation of water. The beauty of a dehydrator is the consistency it provides. You can control the temperature and the time, leading to a predictable and uniform drying process. Dehydrating grapes can take between 24 to 48 hours, depending on the size of the grapes and the temperature setting. Now, let's compare these methods to the traditional sun-drying technique. Sun-drying is a slow process, taking anywhere from 2 weeks to a month, depending on the weather. It's a method that requires patience, but it's also free and can produce excellent results. However, modern drying methods offer several advantages. They're faster, more controllable, and aren't dependent on weather conditions. Plus, they can be done indoors, which can be a big plus for those living in colder, rainier climates. But regardless of the method you choose, remember that the goal is to draw out the water content while preserving the natural sugars and flavors. Whether sun-dried or dehydrator dried, the end result is the same: delicious, sweet raisins. Drying the grapes is only part of the process. What happens next? Well, let's walk through the steps together, shall we? After the grapes have been sun-kissed to perfection, transforming into those sweet little nuggets we know as raisins, they embark on the next phase of their journey. First up, cleaning. The raisins are meticulously cleaned, ensuring they are free from any unwanted dust or debris. After all, cleanliness is key. Then comes the sorting process. Here, the raisins are carefully sorted, separating the prime from the less than perfect. This step ensures that only the best of the best make it into your snack pack. Now onto packaging. The raisins are lovingly packed and sealed, ready to be shipped off to markets far and wide. It's a process that's both efficient and meticulous, ensuring each raisin arrives in your home as fresh as the day it was dried. From the vine to your home, the journey of a raisin is truly remarkable. Raisins, small as they may seem, play a big role in our diets. Packed with natural sugars, fiber, and a host of essential nutrients, these tiny treats offer a healthy and convenient way to satisfy our sweet cravings. Let's consider the nutritional benefits of raisins. Each tiny morsel is a powerhouse of energy. They are rich in potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and heart health. They also contain a good amount of iron, which is vital for oxygen transport in the body, making them an excellent snack for those with an active lifestyle. The fiber in raisins aids digestion and can help keep you feeling full, making them a great choice for those trying to manage their weight. But that's not all. Raisins are also a good source of antioxidants, which help protect our cells from damage by harmful free radicals. Their high antioxidant content also contributes to their long shelf life, allowing us to enjoy them year-round, even when grapes are out of season. Now, beyond their nutritional benefits, raisins bring a unique flavor and texture to a variety of dishes. They're often used in baking, adding a sweet and chewy element to cookies, muffins, and breads. Their natural sweetness is a perfect complement to the rich, buttery flavors of pastries and pies. Raisins also make their way into savory dishes. They add a delightful burst of sweetness to salads and curries, providing a delicious contrast to spicy or tangy flavors. They're a staple ingredient in many Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cuisines, where they're used to balance the flavors of savory meat dishes and rice pilafs. And let's not forget about snacking. Raisins are a perfect on-the-go snack, whether you're hiking, working, or just need a quick energy boost. They can be enjoyed straight from the box or mixed with nuts and seeds for a nutritious trail mix. Next time you enjoy a raisin, remember the incredible journey it has taken to get to your plate.